Okay, so we'll start off with the first question. It was, what's the best exhibition you've ever seen?
Pretty tricky one for me. Probably the hockey one here, actually. I think that was the first one I'd actually seen in like contemporary, because it's the first one here. First one I'd probably seen and actually appreciated as well. So I think I was at the right age to start appreciating artwork. So yeah, I think that was the exhibition that's definitely stayed in my mind and influenced me a bit.
I quite like Grayson Perry, and I got to see one of his recent ones, and I thought it was really amazing because he's kind of working with craft and art, which some people see as quite divided, and also a lot of the stuff he did was really beautiful.
The next question is, where is your favourite place in London? I don't know if I ask you.
I do quite like my house. I feel really comfortable there, which maybe sounds a bit silly. I also quite like the castle because my mum used to work there, and I used to go there and make back bits and that kind of stuff.
So the castle is your house then? Combine the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's probably either the Arboretum Park. This is quite a chill vibe there, especially in the summer. Or Home Pier Point, where I kind of like go cycle around there quite a bit, go on the dirt track and stuff like that. And there's a lot of kind of nature and stuff like that, and scenery, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I'm not before. It's quite scary.
Yeah, it's scary. But yeah, it's quite nice to cycle around around a bit and take a few pictures and stuff, like scenery and landscape and stuff like that. So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's really a place that you can relax if you're in the right mindset. So yeah, it's a really nice place.
Okay, well this sort of leads on. What is the best quality moment you've had in Nottingham?
It's a really hard one.
Or maybe paper.
Yeah, I think so.
I did think about it for a while. The best one I came up with was when I was really little. Well, both of them from when I was quite little actually. One of them was, both facing fears actually. One of them was at nursery when there was a firework display, and I got over my fear of fireworks. The second was when we were in my room and there was a storm in the middle of the night. My whole family woke up, we just drew the curtains, we just watched the storm for about half an hour. Yeah, and I wasn't scared of storms after that. Nice.
So it's nothing like facing up to a massive spider like that.
No, I'm not really scared of spiders.
Okay, I've thought of mine now, kind of. I mean, I've got loads, but probably going to the Riverside Festival, maybe, because that's kind of a highlight for me, like every time it comes around. So going to that with my mates, I think, a lot of quality moments that I can't recall.
Can I ask what you mean by quality moments? Like, you could define it a bit more.
That's up to you really, what you consider to be a quality moment, whether it's who you spend it with and what you're doing. It's up to you to determine the definition of what you think is quality moment.
Okay, and the next question is, what was your quality moment from today? So if you have one.
No, that is a hard one.
Make Ben take this one.
Yeah, I can take this one. I can answer this one pretty easily. Although it was down today, so I've just come back from a holiday yesterday. The good thing is I actually have like a nice shower. Because in Greece, apparently their traditional showers, they didn't have like anything to hang the shower head on, so you just have to kind of shower yourself with the shower head. Really annoying having to keep on turning the shower on and off and swapping hands and all that. It's really nice to get a shower this morning. Just kind of relax for a bit and not be like, really warm and stuff because of the heat, because here it's horrible, absolutely horrible. But yeah, that's my quality moment from today.
So for one thing, his weather is good.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine's sister, her uncle Emma, And so she's got pretty limited movement for a while, and so she came round to my house to see us next door. We made cupcakes, and then afterwards, we just had a really good laugh. Afterwards, I felt something on my face. It's just a bit of icing, but my whole hand was covered with icing, so I wiped it off, and I was just wiping my face, focused. And she laughed at me, and yeah.
You do bring in any cakes?
No, sorry.
Okay, does there have to be a certain situation for a quality moment to occur?
Sort of asking your question back at you.
Yeah, I think you can have situations conducive to quality moments. Like if you're at the bottom of the pit with lots of spiders, you're not going to have a quality moment. But I don't think, there has to be a specific one.
I think probably quality moments that I've had so far are probably all to do with kind of friends and being around friends and feeling relaxed. So I know that after like a stressful time with exams and that kind of thing, I think you can experience a lot more quality moments because you're just in a relaxed state of mind and just anything can kind of spring and be a quality moment because of that.
So do you think that quality moments are easy to come by?
Depends how you define them. If they're, today was just getting icing on my face, then they're not that hard. But if they're, big points in your life that you remember, I think if I define quality moments, I'd probably define them somewhere in the middle. I think it depends on the person. Some people would just like sniff it, so they won't see quality moments as how other people would.
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with that as well. I think if you're not in the right mindset to experience quality moment, then you're never going to kind of have that quality moment or find it easy to have one. Whereas if you're in a relaxed kind of open mindset, then you can have many quality moments and it can be quite easy to come by as well.
So if you could ask anyone what that quality moment would be, who would it be?
I've got on my sheet a Homo sapien, and that's just because I'd really like to time travel and go back to, really far back and just see what people's lives like then. If I was giving a more conventional answer, someone who travelled a lot, someone who'd done a lot, because they'd had lots of really interesting quality moments. Possibly this woman who I met actually just a few days ago, and she'd been everywhere. She was Norwegian, she'd been out with this Maasai warrior for a while, and I think I'd probably like to ask her.
Probably good.
Probably, I'm going to have a really boring conventional answer, but it's just the person who's influenced me. Probably Ryan Adams, because I don't know, I'd like to have a better kind of like connection with him and stuff, with his music, and maybe talk to him about how he became inspired by that and stuff like that. So yeah, I think he'd be quite an interesting person because he's quite quiet, I think, in press conferences and stuff like that. So it'd be really interesting to ask him what his quality moment was.
Can quality moments be repeated?
I think they can be repeated, but if you're consciously trying to repeat a quality moment and kind of trying too hard to make it happen, I don't think it's possible for them to be repeated. But I think they can be repeated, but you've got to still be in a relaxed mindset and not be like
worried about
you've got to be open to kind of like the situation and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it can be repeated, but if you want something to repeat too much, I don't think it can have the same effect.
It's interesting because I guess you could say I tried to repeat a quality moment recently, because for my 16th birthday we went to Chatsworth and we all swam in the river, me and a few friends, and it was really, really lovely, and I wanted to do that again this year, but in the end the weather wasn't good and we couldn't go to Chatsworth, and the place I found was not as nice, and I got really awful mosquito bites from there, and I didn't want to subject my friends to that. So it didn't happen. We had a cake there instead, which was nice. It's a running theme.
Different quality moments.
Yeah, it was, and it was still really lovely, and I would like to do that, but yeah, I think the same as you can repeat them, but obviously if you're really worried about repeating them, then it's not good.
I think as well it's to do with your, if your quality minutes is based around your friends, it's whether to do if they're in the right mindset as well for it, because obviously they can, if they're not in the right mindset, then the quality minutes not going to happen. So yeah.
Okay, what makes an event memorable?
I think we've already said that people, like your friends, definitely that helps. And the emotions, obviously, if you're happy, then it's going to be memorable. I guess obviously you could go to somewhere memorable like the top of the Eiffel Tower or the Grand Canyon or something like that. But you can have memorable moments just in your house.
Yeah, I kind of think maybe more unique things in the middle, something that's not maybe happened to you before. I mean, even things that have happened to you in a certain place which are bad could be memorable, but obviously not in a good way. So, yeah, I think memorable things are subjective to events.
You're changing the tone slightly. If you were stuck on a desert island, who would you want to ask BB first?
I'm trying to find this. I think it'd have to be someone, practically, it'd have to be someone who you know you aren't going to get irritated with.
Yeah.
You can just kill them. Yeah, just murder someone. Which rules out everyone, really. You know, you get annoyed with everyone, parents, friends, especially siblings, to some extent. Someone really amiable. Maybe my uncle. I like my uncle quite a lot, and he's also a counsellor, so hopefully if there are any tensions, it's just diffuse them. Although it was someone famous, maybe an artist that I like, so maybe Grayson Perry or Barnaby Bartlett.
I don't think I'd want anyone in my family to be on a desert island with me, just because I wouldn't want to wish that on them, really. I know that I'd probably end up annoying them, and they'd probably end up annoying me, and it wouldn't work out. So, I don't know, maybe one of my friends, probably, I don't know, Umar, he's got a really relaxed kind of mind state, and I think he could keep you level-headed, depending on the role and stuff like that.
Or a survival expert, I just thought of that.
Yeah, someone like Ray Mears or
yeah,
something like
exactly.
that. I think even he would annoy me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know maybe someone who's a good cook.
Yeah.
That'd be quite good.
I think Ray Mears, Delia Smith, I'm being way too practical. Delia Smith wouldn't have all the saucepans and stuff.
Jamie Oliver. He's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd consider anyone, to be honest, who can cook, because I'm terrible at cooking, so I'd need someone who could cook.
Well, you can make things still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone crazy who can cook.
Yeah. Or someone you can have good conversations with. So someone like Richard Dawkins, maybe. Or someone really, really interesting.
Alright, which 3 celebrities would you have liked to in the past?
I've written here Michael Young, who is this amazing guy who he did loads of stuff, and I just heard about it on the radio, including the Open University. And he basically influenced so many things in the country, but not from a political standpoint. The only political thing he did was when he was something ridiculous, like 28, he wrote the Labour 1945 manifesto, which was just amazing. That's their first one. And Josie Long is one of my favourite things. He's really good. And Richard Dawkins, because I think he'd be interesting to chat to.
I'd probably have to have a comedian too, so I think either Noel Fielding or Russell Howard.
I think you might find out that they're not as funny.
Yeah, that's true.
In person.
That's true. If they're like Noel Fielding, maybe if there's other characters you can say them.
Check them out.
Yeah.
It might be really annoying when one like goes to code.
Yeah, that's true. But I think I'd like that aspect. So maybe Noel Fielding, just for the spontaneousness and this character. And then, who else? I think Ryan Adams is my favourite musician. I really, really like him. Probably an artist as well. Alphonse Smoker. I think he's a big inspiration to me. So yeah, if I could bring him back from the dead. But yeah, so yeah, probably Alphonse Smoker as well. So
probably play with his food though.
Yeah.
Not a very good table man.
Yes, that'll probably complete my list.
So who's your favourite artist?
I think at the moment it's probably Barnaby Barford. He uses ceramics a lot, which I do quite like. His work is funny and it's a bit satirical as well as interesting to look at.
I don't think I have one yet. I don't think I've delved far enough into your work to actually have a favourite artist yet. I'm not sure if I ever will because the artwork's changing so much.
It changes so fast.
Yeah,
New one.
exactly. Yeah, you just find new pieces of art and stuff like that. And you're inspired by them. Everywhere you look, there's pretty much a new piece of artwork. So
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't think I have an artist at current who's inspiring to me because I think there's many. There will be many in the future as well. So.
Great. Who do you think has most influenced you, alive or dead, in a celebrity recently?
Got to be really boring then and say Ryan Adams. Actually no, wait, I'll say my dad because he got me into Ryan Adams music. So it's probably my dad, which he's probably inspired me the most, especially in kind of my music and stuff like that. Because I think I used to listen to a lot of his music when I was younger. But obviously I didn't like it because it was that phase where you just don't appreciate good music hits. You just like anything.
Sharp music.
Yeah, sharp music, which is terrible. I realise that now. It's so rubbish. But yeah, I think he's influenced me so much, especially in my teens, like later teens. He's influenced quite a lot of his music, what records he kind of plays. It just influenced me, really grown on me, actually. So yeah, probably my dad. He's the biggest influence to me.
I think obviously apart from my parents and probably my friends, and obviously my parents have a massive and continue to have a massive influence on me. I had a teacher who, you know, she wasn't particularly lovely. My parents didn't like her at all. And she probably was quite a workaholic, but I guess I got my work ethic from her. You know, I realised that it was important not to just take sick days because you felt like it. Which I think that's a side to me that my parents find not odd, but the kind of self-motivated thing, which whereas the things don't have quite as much. And then comedians, I'm very heavily influenced by comedians like Josie Long and Marcus Brigstocke quite a lot.
You're close enough to become one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I could do that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, what's the best book you've ever read?
Oh right, yeah, The Yellow Wallpaper. To be honest, I'm finding it very difficult to pin down one book, but that's what came to mind when I thought about it because it's written quite a while ago and it's got a bit of a feminist, not agenda, but it addresses quite a few issues. And I won't spoil it for anyone, but it's just a brilliant book and it's really creepy. And it's very short, you know, but it's it's so well written as well.
Now you mention it, I probably would have said that as well. Yeah, it just makes you think so much. There's so much to interpret from it. It's just
I did some of my course up on it, and it's literally only 100 or so pages, maybe even less. And
it's surprising how much more you get into it.
But I mean, probably leaving that aside, I'd probably say The Remains of the Day, which is the most recent book I've finished. And I think it's just the morals at the end of the stories that really get me and really kind of get me into them. And then it's just the moral at the end just rounds it all up for me. So the moral at the end of that definitely made it the top. Kazuo Ishiguro.
Right, yeah.
Japanese.
I've seen it around the house. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, really, really good book.
Is it one of those that as soon as you finish you want to start again?
Yeah, it's a historical kind of thing. It's a romance, but it's in a kind of implicit way. It's not totally explicit with the romance. You kind of have to look a bit further into it. And it doesn't have the expected ending as well that I thought it would have had. So I got 50 pages towards the end, and I was thinking, how is he going to finish it and get the ending in? Because I was expecting a different ending, but he did finish it, and it was a good ending. So yeah.
I love books that get the ending.
Yeah.
Or when, you think there is going to be one ending, and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Quite my surprise. Okay, do you have a favourite film, single or piece of art that has changed your life? I know Ryan Adams.
Not right now. Okay. Garden State then. And my favourite track on it is probably Blue Eyes by Carey Brothers. So yeah, that's nearly on par with Ryan Adams, but not quite, because Ryan Adams is just a legend. He's too versatile. So it's because of his versatility, I just love him so much. But yeah, Carey Brothers is nearly up there with him. But yeah. Definitely Blue Eyes is the
How is it?
I don't know, it's one of those tracks that really makes you think and reflect on life and just think about your aspirations and stuff like that. It's quite a chill track as well. Something you can chill out to, relax to. And then the other track on the album, which is I think really influential as well just because it's so laid back, is by Imogen Heap, and it's Let Go is the name of the track. And that's a really, really, really nice track to listen to. So yeah, I think the whole of that album really just got amazing tracks on. So I think the whole of that album is really good.
What were the other things? So there's a CD,
film, single or piece of art?
I think when I was really young I went to the Tate and there was an enormous spider, well, I don't know actually how big it was, but it seemed like it was as tall as the roof. And I remember, I think that was quite a strong basis for me believing very strongly that just about anything can be art, and me feeling also quite strongly that people who say something isn't art and it's a load of crap without even seeing it, making me not believe that. And then also the Flight of the Conchords CD.
I love the Flight of the Conchords.
So good. Yeah. I guess that's influenced me. It's influenced my humour, my taste in humour.
Any specifics on?
I can't think of one. I don't think so. It just really got me into musical humour, I guess, and a whole new world of comedy.
Okay then, what is your most loved object from your childhood?
I was thinking about this. I suppose I could say a very large teddy bear I have called Imaginatively Big Ted. But there's also some clothing and some shoes from a doll that I lost a very long time ago. I kept those safe. In fact, I've got no idea what they are now.
Very safe.
Yeah, very safe. Probably is safer than it is there. I don't know.
I'll probably my Game Boy Color when it first came out. I think I got it. My grandma bought it for me, which was something that was quite nice as well because it's kind of in memory of her now, because she passed away a few years ago. But yeah, Game Boy Color, I had Pokemon Yellow as well, so brilliant game. So yeah, I think either that or it's not an object that I own, but it's an object that I bought for my friend who's like, is that age where Pokemon was all big, so I got him like a Pokemon card set, and I think he got a shiny. I can't remember where it was on, but this was when he was just about to leave the country, and he was my best friend at the time. I think it was in like, I've been in year 2 at primary school, but that was really big for me because he was my best friend at the time. He was just leaving to go to live in a different country because his dad had just got a new job. So that was a really memorable object, I think, in my childhood.
Pokemon theme of it.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Okay, how do you decide if an object is important to you? So sort of later.
I think the obvious thing is if you'd want to rescue it from a burning building, or if someone asked to say you can chuck it away, you'd say no. And also if it's got a history, I guess. You know, if it's been with you for a while. Exactly.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Definitely the memories that go with the object are important, not the object itself. So the object could be in bad condition or anything like that, could be ruined, or you could only have a piece of the object, but it's the memories that go with it that are most important, I think.
Okay, and where is your favourite place to be? Could be anywhere, not just not doing this time.
Probably my grandparents' garden, because I remember running around and getting lost in space, which seems much smaller now, but it's really lovely. It's got pigs on one side of the neighbours, and then it's got cows on the other.
Actual pigs and cows.
Yeah, actual pigs and
Not
cows.
plastic ones. Plastic ones just in the field.
Yeah, and you can go up to them and stroke them and stuff, and they're just, you don't think pigs can be cute, but they're really, really cute. And, you know, living in the city for ages, my whole life, that's always been really important.
We used to stroke cows.
Pigs. Although, once when we were walking along the side of a river with my uncle, we went up to, you know, those, like shepherd cows? Can't remember what they're called, but Highland cows, that's it. Really shaggy hair, like loads and loads and loads of hair, and they're ginger. They're so cool. And he went up to one and he put his hand out and it licked him, and I was like, I want to do that, because I was about 10 and I thought that was amazing. And I went and I did it, and it was really wonderful.
It's my ginger cow.
I think my favourite place is, I think, Greece as a whole now, because I went there a few years ago with my family on holiday, and it's just a really kind of nice place to be. Where we were up in a villa on top of a hill, so it was very isolated, and there was loads of kind of like wildlife there as well. I think I saw a lot of wildlife for the first time. Like there was like loads of lizards and stuff, and I saw praying mantis and fireflies as well at night, which was really nice. Like around our villa, there was loads of fireflies, so that was really nice holiday as well. Spent most of the time up on this hill in the villa, to be honest. Hardly went to the beach, because you didn't really need to. But yeah, if I could go like that, I wish I could have taken the camera and just captured it, because I was so young, I didn't have any form of capturing the memories. But then, the reason I say the whole of Greece is because I went on holiday last week to Corfu with my friends. So that was the first like lads holiday I've kind of had. So yeah, that was really exciting, and that was more for the kind of like friends kind of aspect of it rather than the wildlife and stuff like that, even though we did see quite a lot of wildlife. It was to do with kind of friends, and just it's going to be kind of like the last time like I really like hang out with them and stuff before they go to uni and stuff like that, so I've never seen them again. So yeah, it was a really, really good time in Corfu, and it's just the whole kind of like vibe and scene there. It was really, really memorable.
So you want to go there with your friends and family, by yourself and with your friends as well?
I think I'd like to I think I'd like to go there by myself, just for the wildlife aspect, because none of my friends are kind of into the kind of same stuff as me. And we only went to the beach like twice. And my dad was literally like so annoyed that I'd only been twice, because he literally thinks like if you go on holiday you've got to spend every day on the beach. But I kind of agree with that. I would have liked to spend more time like, on the beach and getting out there, but we spent most of our time in bars and stuff and waking up really, really late, so we didn't get a chance to do the kind of stuff that we could have done. But yeah, I think I'd go there by myself first, and then maybe with friends as well, and get two kind of different sides of a holiday. So yeah.
Speaking of beaches, I think it would be quite nice, except sometimes when we go to Scotland, see my other grandma, we go on the beach for some reason, it's absolutely freezing. And I really love swimming in the really cold sea. My dad does as well, something we've done for ages and ages.
I haven't been as brave to go swimming in Scotland yet. Okay, and then what's your favourite dream? Is it be like an actual dream or like
An ambition.
an ambition dream?
I generally remember the awful ones, I don't know why. So I guess an ambition dream. I suppose if I become an artist, I don't know that I will, or if I want to, but if I do, I'd like to be able to sustain myself and be able to just do art rather than have a second job or something.
Can you tell us one of your bad dreams as well?
One I had last night, it was awful. I was watching this woman on the TV and she was quite fat and she had awful skin, she had boils all over and she was really hairy. And I was just watching her and then suddenly it's like a light or something came out of her eye and crawled around the face and then went back into one of her eyebrow holes. Yeah, and that's all I remember from the dream. I remember it's a really long one, it's like an epic, a saga, but that's all I remember from the dream.
Got to write a book on that. Sounds good. It could be a bestseller. Yeah, I don't think I have any dream I can remember, but ambition dream was probably to become an artist, but I want to become like an animator. So I've been really inspired by animations quite recently. That's the kind of line of work I think I want to go into. So yeah, animations really, and the kind of dream with that is it wouldn't be about the money, it'd be about just inspiring, like even if it was just one person, I'd be content with just inspiring one person as like other animators have inspired me, because I know it feels really like really good to be inspired by someone. Really motivational.
You can make your own legacy.
Yeah,
Their legacy.
exactly, yeah.
I remember also once when I was talking to this woman, she just said about this time she was walking into a building and a woman walking out gave her a smile and it gave this woman an epiphany. She said it was just such a beautiful smile and it made me feel like everything was going to be okay. And also this guy who my mum was just walking up the road and he stopped her and he said, I just wanted to say that you look like a really, really lovely person. And that just completely made my mum's day. And I think just things like that are really lovely. I'd like to be able to do that somehow.
Sounds like a really nice thing.
I think this is the final question. What's your favourite childhood memory? It's sort of different than your childhood, you have different priorities.
I think quite a few of them I've mentioned already, like the massive spider and the storm. Probably one of those. Although my mum always tells a story and I like to think that I remember things from it, but I probably don't really. So I think one of those two. Maybe the storm.
For me, I can't really think of anything at the moment. I don't think I was a very nice child when I was little, so no. But I think maybe spending time with my parents, I think that kind of changed me quite a bit. I'm nothing like what I used to be now. I'm so glad that everything's changed, but yeah, I think it's kind of quite nostalgic looking back and seeing how much you've changed from that. But yeah, I think probably time with my parents or my grandparents, I can't recall which one, but just spending time with them in my childhood was probably the most memorable.
Okay. Was it the best memory? Or just
Favourite, best?
yeah. Because I have a memory which all my friends love relating to. It's when I was a really awful small child. I pushed Lily downstairs. She was on a beanbag. It wasn't, and it was from the middle.
Did she ask you to?
No, we were just, going down the stairs with beanbags, and I got halfway where she was sitting, and she said I just turned to her and smiled an evil smile. And she liked telling me.
We're still friends.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer.